Hello, and welcome to the one and only Hood Tennis TV. Hello all, it's the quarterfinals of the Hood Tennis Tournament. You ready? We're ready. Let's go. First of all, for all those who have asked, what about the ladies and the kids? Well, we hope to have the ladies tournament subsequently, and in conjunction with some organizations, a holiday program for the kids during the summer break. And watch out for our next broadcast about supporting the Korean Tennis Foundation. But for now, let's focus on the Hood Tennis Tournament. The men's Group 3 didn't kick off at all, as it seems the players in the group were concentrating more on the fear of losing than the fun of participating. I think they'll learn eventually. Well, on to the men's Group 2. Oh my lord, matches here have panned out as expected. But as usual, you would expect at least an upset, and we were not disappointed, as the Spoon lost his battle with Beal 7-5, 6-1, and an epic battle between Baron and Wale ended with Wale stealing the win 4-6, 7-6, 6-4. Baron also pushed Fred to the limit in a battle that lasted well into the third hour, but Fred emerged victorious 6-3, 2-6, 6-2. The likes of Fred, Charles, and Carlos have sailed through troubled waters into the quarterfinals unscathed, but for others, it has not been so rosy. Here is a quarterfinals draw for this group. It is absolutely all to play for. For the men's Group 1, it has been absolute mayhem. It has been upsets, concepts, withdrawals and denials. First to qualify into the quarters from Pool C was the Big George, who first upset Sudip 4-6, 6-1, 6-4, then beat Charles in an epic 3-setter 5-7, 6-3, 6-3. This is what he had to say after his match with Charles.
Cookie.
Yes, Mr. George.
It's a hard lot.
We just saw a very powerful match. Hood TV is live and direct here again. We just saw a very powerful match here that has sent you right and direct into the quarters of men's Group 1.
3-setter.
How did you feel? You 3-setter. What was the score, please? Can you carry? What was the score? What was the score?
It was a tough one.
It was a tough one.
Tough one, yes.
Mr. Charles, you still actually stand a chance of getting in there.
Yeah.
We have to wait to see what the other groups have in store, because we have lucky losers here. So with the scores you've actually produced in your two matches, I think you stand a chance. Well, first, we have to talk to the winner. Mr. George, how do you feel? You're getting into the quarters now. Epic.
I feel epic.
Epic. Are you ready for the battles in front?
Yes, I am.
Because the likes of the proclaimed king of Plumstead, boom Ejai.
I have to go and do more.
You got to go and do more.
More work.
All right. The Charles.
More work.
If you make it into the quarters, you still have two groups to work through. Is the strength there after a battle like this?
Well, I have to work on the strength, man.
You got to work on the strength.
I had the big hope, the big one.
The big one.
Put George out of place today.
Why he didn't come to pass?
Unfortunately, I ran out of breath.
He didn't come to pass.
You know, he walked me and he picked the pocket and actually is making out with my victory.
All good. 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 Good camaraderie, good camaraderie. Hood TV here for you again. We'll be watching.
Keep watching Hood TV.
Keep watching Hood TV. Thank you.
Subscribing to Hood TV.
Thank you. All good. Then Terry, the last year's finalist, in a relatively tough group, survived a cruncher with Fred 7-6, 7-6. Then took out Danny 6-love, 6-4. And finally created what was seen as an upset by beating the rising star David 6-4, 6-4. Through this match, David was complaining about his new bubble art weapon of not being able to adjust to it. Here are some clips of the match and comments from both players afterwards. Yes, everyone, welcome to the Hood again. We are here to see one of the men's Group 1 matches between Terry, the coach, and
David,
the Wonder Kid. This is going to be a very interesting match. David actually said recently that he wants to play everybody in his group on the same day. We are all astonished by that, but let's see how it goes. We have here Mo, the comeback kid,
Hi everyone.
and our young man over there, Victor the Spoon. Mo, what do you think about this, man? What do you think is going to happen today? This is like because we already know that Terry has already picked up a victory in this group. So also has Fred, and there's a lot of pressure now on the Wonder Kid, David.
Okay.
To win this one. What do you think is going to happen in this match?
It's a really hard one. Basically, they both play different styles.
Okay.
Anyone can actually take it. Depends on who can hang on.
All right.
Need a bit of consistency in this game.
Okay.
As much as Terry's got the head because he's got a win already.
Okay.
So I think with that confidence in him already, he should be able to go out. As long as David doesn't defend that much and goes for the attack, he might be able to do it as well.
Oh, so you believe David's going to win this?
Like I said, anyway, it's a tough one.
It's a tough one. Are you sitting on the fence? Pick a side.
No, I'm actually going to sit on the fence.
You're going to sit on the fence?
On this one, I'm going
to All right.
Because based on my analysis, if Terry's got the edge because he's won the game before, so he can actually go all out blazing.
All right. Terry, what happened today? It's like your opponent David actually started a bit slow, and you took advantage of it, going 4-love up initially, and then someone was screaming. What's going on during the beginning of the match? What do you think was happening?
Well, to be honest with you, I think David didn't have the right tools for today. His equipment was letting him down at first.
Okay,
so that was the issue.
But the mental issue was the equipment.
Well, yes. Well, it's both, isn't it? You know, if you're not happy with your tools, then it affects you mentally.
Yeah, that's true.
And I just kind of hung in there.
Okay. So you believe that with the change of rackets he did during the second set?
Yes, he was
made the match a bit more.
He was more competitive in the second set, and that's to be expected anyway. Isn't it?
Okay. So what gave you the edge now to win this? So how do you think is it because I you served quite about 3-4 double faults?
Well, I did that too. To be honest with you, I served a few. So I think it's just who cope with conditions on the day. Also in the second set, I don't know what happened, but the wind seemed to pick up. Yeah. So that definitely changed everything. So from my point of view, that's what really happened. But it was well played. You know, he played really well, and I just managed to play the important points a bit better than he did.
And then the match, like you had issues, you know, going down 4-love. What happened? What was happening there? You going down 4-love in the first set?
Yeah, the new equipment I was using, some people say it was mental, but I feel like the racket doesn't suit me. So when I changed to the Dunlop Force, I felt like my game improved a lot, although I still made a few mistakes.
Errors, because I tried to set up the match, last game, 4-5.
4-5,
yeah. You had 4 double faults.
Yeah, that's correct.
What happened there? Is that a mental thing or what went down?
Even in the first game, it was 4-5 as well. I was serving to make it 5-5.
5-5, and
same thing happened. Yeah. So it was just a repeat of both things. Yeah.
Okay. So what's the road here now? Because you're going to play Fred, and then obviously still going to play maybe Danny as well.
Yeah.
Are you going to change the game plan, or do you think you're going to serve a bit safer? Because like your first and second serve almost no different.
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to change that a bit towards that match? Because
this match, I feel like.
Is this a learning curve for you?
Yeah, it's definitely a learning curve. I mean, the wind did help a lot as well. It was very windy, but no excuse. I think my guy on the other end played fantastic tennis. Yeah, he played very well. So credit to him. He played well. It was an entertaining match.
Yeah, it was.
Unfortunately, I didn't win, but it's a learning experience. I'll get better.
I'll good. So, wish you the best for the next match, and hope to see you in the quarterfinals.
Yeah,
all right, Hood TV signing up.
Oh, David, I think your problems are more mental than equipment focused. In Pool 1, where you had the defending champion, the self-proclaimed king of Plumstead Harrison, Boom Boom Ejike, Flavio, and Victor, results were going as expected, as Victor lost his 3 matches to Harrison, Ejike, and Flavio. Then calamity struck. Harrison played Flavio, got injured and lost 6-1, 1-0, and retired. Then pulled out of the tournament. Boom Boom Ejike had some personal issues to deal with and how to pull out as well. Meaning, despite the Spoon losing his 3 matches, he got through with Flavio. Wow, what drama! Here are the quarterfinal matchups for men's Group 1. Now for the men's masters. Controversy. The format was changed to have 2 groups, but players were not turning up for matches, resulting in walkovers and spillovers. But the self-proclaimed king of Plumstead did lose his match to Mo 6-1, 6-1, and the Firecracker did beat the comeback kid 6-love, 6-4. But the other group, which had MP in session, the special one, the Cameroon Hitman, and a last inclusion of David, the rising star, saw the special one pull out, the Cameroon Hitman not turn up, and David taking his time to get used to its popular. We do have the comeback kid and the Firecracker in the semis already, and maybe even the finals, but we are not sure who else is going to join them. Guys, I hope we all know the finals is the 28th of July. Yes. Well, whatever happens in that group,
The finals is the 20th of July at Fair Park Tennis Court from 2 p.m. Everyone is invited. So, who do you think is going to be in the finals? Will Coach Terry be there again in the men's group 1? And who will be the new champ as the defending champion is out? Can Fred or Carlos, or maybe Baron, upset the defending champion in the men's group 2 as indicated here by Victor?
This spoon.
Yes.
What's happening this year? Who tennis tournament?
Yeah, of big shocks.
Big shocks. Big shocks.
Dethronements.
Dethronement.
Taking
Are
out
you
the big
dethroning?
guns.
Are you dethroning? Are you
I'm
dethroning
taking off
John Carter?
I'm taking his head off.
Taking his head off.
Like-
John Carter, what do you say to that?
Man, skin is tough.
Skin is
knife,
tough.
No knife can get through it, you know.
Skin is- you heard.
Let my tennis cut through Victor, share him in two. You know, the cut is ice. Not mine.
Interesting. Skin is tough. Are you sure you
I'm
can
taking
do
it
this?
off. I'm taking it off. I'm taking him off.
And will MP play the firecracker as predicted by old school Danny?
The Masters finals, what's going to happen?
I haven't seen every person that's playing, but out of the people I have seen, I would say that the final will again be William and Freddie.
Okay,
William's a very tactical player, very smart match player, good match player.
all right.
He's got a style. Freddie has got a similar kind of style, but I think that Freddie just employs that style with a little bit more aggression, and I think that'll give him the upper end.
Watch this space, folks. Watch this space.